Hello, razegod here, Dylan, whatever you want to call me. Hello. We're doing something a little different today. Mike's a bit low. We're all good with that. Oh gosh. um, I am here to do something a little bit different today. Been doing a lot of reading, a lot of educational stuff, a lot of very high and holy stuff, and I realized sometimes sorry, I don't know what. Sometimes there is. I've noticed with people, if you don't want to show just your good side all the time, because then people get the wrong idea of you. And I don't want you people. I don't want you people thinking I'm something holier than I am. You know, I do a lot of crazy, unhinged shit, and a lot of it is like fucking spiritual, weird, religious shit, trying to better myself. But that's because I'm just as flawed, if not more flawed than all of you. I'm a very flawed human being. Okay, please don't think I'm anything like you know what I'm saying. And I thought to really dig that in, we'll have something new today called confession time. Because since I've been back, I got back, whoa, pretty much wow, it's been 10 days since I got back from the 10-day retreat. So it's been a retreat time again. And today, I fucked up a little bit. So I woke up early, which was good, like 9, 10, early for me. And what has been happening is that I haven't been smoking weed until at least like midday at the earliest, but usually like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is like a solid 4 or 5 hour block of me just being awake, not smoking, which has been the change since coming back from or going onto the retreat. Prior to that, I was smoking it every morning when I got up and then throughout the whole day. But today, I had a friend come over, shout out Grob1215, and oh yeah, that's right. So to premise this even, I'd been doing the Buddhist chanting every single day at the retreat, and when I left and came back here, I felt wrong not doing it every day. So the past 10 days, I've been doing Buddhist chanting in the start of the day and the end of the day. And today is the first day I didn't do it in the morning, because I was rushed into I usually spend a lot more time on my own in the start of the day, but the day started a lot quicker than usual, and because of that, my social anxiety kicked in faster than usual. So I started smoking weed earlier. It was like an hour into the day. I hadn't chanted yet because Anya had to leave quickly. We usually do it together. We've been doing it together, and so that's the first cause for the conditions of the rest of the day. I did not chant in the morning, which I'd been using for the past 20 days now to center myself. That led to me smoking weed earlier in the day because my anxiety was more. That's the second condition. Smoking weed earlier in the day. The second cause and condition. Well, causes and conditions are all leading into each other. It's a long chain link. So I was smoking more weed, and by 3 o'clock, by 3 o'clock, once homie Grob1215 had left, I'd also had a call with homie Skyfire, and because of all of that, I was much more social anxiety than I usually would, just being on my own, and so I'd smoked already like 3.5 joints. And there's some days which me and Anya collectively hadn't smoked that much, and I'd already smoked that much by 3 o'clock. I've still got the rest of the day to go. So yeah, you might even notice. Tell me in the comments, motherfuckers, if I seemed different in this in this video, because there is somewhat of a different razegod speaking to you right now. The less holy. And yeah, that's again why I started this video. I wanted to tell you that I'm not some motherfucking perfect being. Don't think I am, because everything I am is just causes and conditions. Same with you. We're all just causes and conditions. And unless we think that those causes and conditions are us, then the easier we can look at them without judgment and then change them if we wish. So that's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing that it took me a lot longer, these 10 days, to kind of fuck up. And when I fucked up, I was more aware. That's what I've gotten from this stillness, an increased awareness. That awareness is coming through to you, all right? It's coming through to me, and I want to continue that. But I have to be honest. So, fucked up once. Didn't chant in the morning. Didn't chant, whatever the fuck accent you want. That led to me not being centered and then smoking more weed earlier in the day because I felt more anxiety from not having that peace. 3, I was left all of a sudden with, I hadn't scheduled the day, god damn it, or like, I left myself way too open for when I was left alone. And I'm realizing one of the causes, I keep hearing people outside, one of the causes to my dulled state of awareness was that smoking so consistently. Because today, when I'd smoked that 3.5 joints, it was a lot easier to just be overwhelmed by that anxiety and then take the next step to relieve that anxiety, which had been the prior to the retreat, the going to the porn. Because I tried to hold it off for like maybe half an hour, but I couldn't push past. I went and wanked to motherfucking porn. I only did it once, promise. Usually maybe I would have gone back for more. But I did it, you know. I have to confess that because I can't have you thinking I'm still going from that stretch from when I went on the retreat. I was probably about a month. I probably got close to a month, maybe not quite. And it's the furthest I've got, but one thing I'm reflecting on is that back in the day, months ago, when I've been trying to get off porn, obviously, for a long time. When I would fuck up and wank, when I felt however I did, without being aware of the causes and conditions, I would feel really down and annoyed at myself, as though I guess I shouldn't even characterize it as fucking up, really, but that's kind of evidence of how I've been viewing it. I've been viewing myself as fucking up all of these times, but really, I just never had the awareness to see it clearly as causes and conditions, and that just led me to judge it because I didn't like it and I thought it was me. But it's not me. It's causes and conditions. And even more, that's what I'm trying to get across to you. Whether I fuck up or whether I appear holy, either way, it's not really me. And if you fuck up or if you do something good, it's not really you. The more awareness you have, the more you see that these things are just causes and conditions that we're attaching to. And the more we can see them clearly, the more we can either, if it's a good thing, do more. If it's a harmful thing, let's slow down. And all of that comes with time because everything has momentum. My porn addiction has big momentum, so it's probably going to take longer than I thought just to get out of it. Because I felt that motherfucking urge strong for like half an hour today. So that shit's clearly not out of me. I'm still a horny little devil when it comes to it sometimes. Because I can't fucking escape the anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like, for so long I've used that as an escape from anxiety. It was crazy feeling it today. Like I sat there for like half an hour. I was like, I know I don't want this, but the feeling in my body was so much tension. It was like I couldn't remove that as an option to relieve that. There was like no other choice. I felt there was no other choice. But there was that half an hour period, which would have never happened as well. So I could push and feel that feeling of tension and anxiety and seeing what it was for far longer than I ever have before. So that's more improvement. The non-judgment of it is really helping me improve because, I used to judge myself a lot. Yeah. Self-judgment is very harmful, I think. It has been for me. But at the same time, as we've been talking in the conversation the other day, sometimes we need to judge ourselves to become more aware of ourselves. You know, a bit of thinking that you are evil can propel you away from a spot, but you can't think evil forever. So maybe I got to stop thinking of it as fucking up and just seeing it as causes and conditions, and having the awareness to put in place those causes and conditions. If I don't want to reap evil fruit, then I have to put in the causes and conditions to grow good fruit. Shout out Dhammapada. Shout out As a human thinketh. They're very similar themes, aren't they? I'm sure James Allen read the Dhammapada and all of that shit. All right, so that was 10 minutes of confessions. Woke up, I didn't chant. Confession number 1. I smoked way too much weed way early in the day and then throughout the day. Confession 2. Confession 3. I wanked to pornography. Only once though, but yeah, that's three confessions. Positive though, I now have a confession video and feel like I'm showing you guys that I'm not some holy motherfucker, but I'm just a flawed, very flawed individual attempting to transform myself, transform my mind. That's what stop looking. That's what Raise Mundane's about. I love you guys so much. You guys are my family. There's really nothing more to say. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Go look up what the fuck sadhu means, motherfucker.